Good evening to all the leaders of the world. It is my great honor to be given a chance to speak in front of you all. My name is Minjay Park, and I am a 16-year-old student living in Indonesia. I'd like to start the speech off with one simple question. Does anyone here know what a chemical weapon is? The world has become what it is now after going over hundreds of wars, some still going on until today. As much as wars have taken place, weapons have gone through drastic evolution over time. However, I believe that this evolution should have a limit. There is no denying that chemical weapons will be one of the strongest and deadliest types of weapons when it has been fully developed. However, there will have to be experiments carried out to develop the weapon, and that is the problem. Chemicals used and tested are mostly lethal and dangerous if it is leaked as an accident, since they are being tested for use as a weapon. Of course, there have been several worldwide regulations regarding the limitations of chemical weapons, such as the CWC, mentioning that all chemical weapons should be banned from creating them and should be highly restricted. However, the rules and regulations made are now nothing more than just paper walls, as a lot of countries are now putting their focus into developing the deadliest chemicals. We take North Korea as an example. It has been shown that North Korea has 33 chemical experiment laboratories, and it includes lethal chemicals such as the VX, which is a chemical that was used to kill Kim Jong-nam, the North Korean leader's own brother in Malaysia. VX is by far the most lethal chemical that ever exists, some calling it a chemical humanity should never have created, as a small dose of 10 to 15 milligrams can take away lives. But no governments or organizations are taking action on this, when the CWC regulation clearly states that creating, using, or sharing the VX should be fully banned. It is not only North Korea that is bypassing the system. The chemical VX has also been found in several corpses located in Malaysia, Iran, and other countries from the Middle East. That is not the only problem that chemical tests are bringing. Let us trace back to December 24, 2019. The US government has announced that they have installed a chemical laboratory and management system in South Korea, using the excuse of South Korea becoming a friendly country. Looking at the chemicals they have imported from the US to South Korea, they have brought chemicals that only 10 kilograms of the chemicals explosions equal to a 2.5 megaton nuclear-powered bomb. I view this as highly hypocritical, since the US government has accused China several times, saying the COVID-19 is a chemical weapon used by China, leaking it as a means of shutting down the Hong Kong demonstration. Mike Pompeo, Secretary of the US, has even stated that productions of chemical weapons should even be banned. It is an unacceptable act to confront China about their chemical experiments several times. When there is not enough scientific evidence, then establish a laboratory about chemicals in South Korea right after. In addition, it is not the only US that will be affected by the chemical laboratory, but if the lethal chemical spreads, it is South Korea that will be affected first. How is the US going to make up for this? How is the US going to be responsible for the loss South Korea will experience from a possible accident? It is not only South Korea we are limited to, but the whole world. Summing up my speech, chemical experiments should be limited. Regulations and rules regarding the ban of chemical weapons and experiments should be strengthened and restrict any country or organization from bypassing the regulations, since one accident or one decision made regarding the use of chemical weapons will lead to unrecoverable loss. Therefore, I'd like to end this speech with one quote that has been used in our daily life. It is better to be safe than sorry. Thank you.